Here we go.
That's our ending. Back in the same boat. We're back in the same boat. The same nightmare. But can I really call it a nightmare after what we just saw? Is he going to defend his championship? I'm just going to get to it later on. That's going to be the last thing I talk about. Well, welcome to my WWE Extreme Rules reactions. And I meant to do predictions, but instead I decided to just wait for the show to see what really was going to go down. And if you did not expect him to cash in, Brock Lesnar to cash in, this was no better moment, because in Extreme Rules, anything goes. There's no disqualifications or anything like that. You can do whatever you want to. You can use whatever you want to use. You can use different ways and take any measures necessary to win the match, or whether it's a title match or just a chance at a title, or winning the championship, or a title opportunity, I wanted to say. But I'm just gonna get in just every match that was just this. I gotta just say, I personally enjoyed it. I think that outside of the cash in, I would just say that outside of that moment, everything was pretty good. All the matches were really decent and well done with the talent, and especially outside of one particular match that was really slow, was really just immediate, just super fast, I gotta say. But let's get right into it. All the matches from the show, from the event, is gonna be listed in the description tonight for you guys, just to recap everything. And just every winner from this show, because it's laughable at this, just the way this just ended, to be honest. But the kickoff show was featuring Shinsuke Nakamura, who finally gets his match. He finally gets a match, and not to mention, he ends up winning the title, the Intercontinental Championship, against Finn Balor. Now, Shinsuke hasn't even been on the show outside of other superstars. So many other superstars you can probably even name, like Rusev. What's going to happen to him? Is he going to lead the company? We don't even know what's going to really happen with some of these other superstars that we haven't seen, who apparently have not really been on the show, and Shinsuke was just one of them. But not to mention the Women's Tag Team Championship, which wasn't even defended again from this event. So I don't even know. I just feel like they just don't take them seriously, the Iconics, and Asuka, superstars like Asuka, for example. It's just so many. I can just really get into it. It's just other superstars that just don't really get the TV time anymore. So it just makes you wonder, where are they? What are they doing? Why do they have them on the show when they're not really competing? The next match was Toney, Nese, and Drew Gulak one-on-one for the Cruiserweight Championship. And just like I knew, Drew Gulak was already going to retain the championship, the Cruiserweight Championship. And just like I always mention, the Cruiserweight matches are pretty good. They're very well put together, and I never get tired of watching them, because they have so much talent in the division in 205 Live, and I really enjoy seeing these little spots. Just everything, their athletic ability, the in-ring talent, the potential is there. But what sucks is that they only show one match. The match that really matters is just the Cruiserweight title. They don't show any other cruiserweights going at it. So the only way to really see those other matches is to wait till after every Tuesday night, immediately after Smackdown 205 Live. So to really get an eye on these other cruiserweights. So I don't know who's going to be possibly the other competitor for this title, to be honest. But on to the main show. And who knew that they were going to expect to... I didn't expect them to kick off the show this way. Undertaker and Roman Reigns teaming up for the first time ever, taking on Drew McIntyre and Shane McMahon. Or the best in the world. But that's not him, because well, we already know that's not true. But it was pretty good. It was a very well put together match. And a lot... It's just Undertaker was getting... like, it was nice to see him. It's nice to see him in the match, and nice to see him back on the show. But I think it's time for him to go now. I don't know if anyone else out there would agree to us watching this whenever you guys see this. But I think he already had his matches already. But he looked really good in the ring, just in good ring shape, so much better than he ever has looked from his previous matches at WrestleMania and stuff like that. He looked way much faster and much more quicker in the ring. And just the spots and just his performance overall was really well done. But who knew? We already knew that he was going to win, Undertaker and Roman Reigns. That's already a duo right there. So Nice little spots. I love seeing the coast to coast and the leap of faith. Shane is just still doing that and just still putting his body on the line. And I'm glad that he's safe. He continues to remain safe as he does these little crazy stunts. The leap of faith and the coast to coast and all that. So I never get tired. I never get tired of seeing that. So it was nice to really see Undertaker make an appearance and have a match at this event tonight. So Undertaker and Roman Reigns obviously won this match. This no holds barred match. So on to the Raw Tag Team Championship match here. The Revival taking on the Usos, and another great match, another good match. But I already knew the Usos wasn't gonna win anyway, because I don't even understand how I'm still like lost with this wild card rule. Like, are they gonna just? I don't know what they're gonna do. Who else is gonna be some contenders for the tag team titles? But the Revival ended up taking this one. This was really good. Another good match. The Raw Tag Team Championships. So the Revival ends up retaining. I gotta say something about this next match. I'm just gonna start going through some of these. But matches like this one, for example, Aleister Black gets his first match. He finally debuts instead of having to sit in the back week after week after week, just being in the back on the mic, looking for an opponent, waiting for someone to knock on his door, to have someone challenge him, and have the guts to face him one-on-one in the ring for his match and stuff like that. But I would have liked a better opponent. I had a better opponent in mind, and some people might agree when I say this. But what about Bray Wyatt? This could have been a really good match. Bray Wyatt, returning Bray Wyatt to a surprise returning Bray Wyatt to challenge Aleister Black on as his opponent. That's the perfect opponent for him. And just when he says "let me in," it's the perfect. It just goes well with his gimmick of everything that he does on a Firefly Funhouse. Just everything that he does on the show. But Cesaro definitely held his own in this match. But we already knew that he was going to lose to Aleister Black, not only because it's his debut match, but why would they have Cesaro just beat him, beat a superstar like him? Because he's new. He's just made his move over to NXT. But who's going to be his next challenger? Are they going to just throw him, just give away opponents that's just going to have him just lose and not put up any sort of fight like Cesaro did? Or is he going to challenge him again? Is Sheamus ever going to come back? Maybe he'll be his next opponent. But we have something that I had just thought of is that Bray Wyatt hasn't even had any sort of newer episodes of the Firefly Funhouse. So that's what made me think that he was probably going to challenge, maybe be his surprise opponent for the show, for the event, for him to go up against. But it might not happen now. So it might be an opponent for him later on going forward for his career. But that would be just the perfect opponent for him, and just Bray Wyatt in particular. So he needs to come back soon, I'm hoping he does. And maybe he'll go up against Aleister Black, or maybe he'll find his way into the title picture. That'll be pretty cool too. Like, remember when he won the WWE Championship? So that would have been a good idea. Unless they're probably going to just throw Aleister Black in a couple matches, have him win, and then start having him lose. And they never use him, and they never give him opportunities. Just like they throw away some of these other superstars, for example. Gotta say it again. Shinsuke Nakamura and so many other superstars to name that they just don't utilize their talent properly. So Black obviously just won and just I wouldn't say destroyed Cesaro, but it was a good match. Very competitive between them. But on to the next match, Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss taking on Bayley in a 2-on-1 handicap match for the Smackdown Women's Championship. And I already knew Bayley was going to win. She ended up retaining, of course. But Nikki Cross is the one that got pinned from this match. And I can already just see it right now. Tuesday SmackDown Live episode. Alexa Bliss is probably going to blame Nikki Cross, and then that's where they're going to probably break up this little duo or this little friendship. And Nikki Cross is the one who got her all those opportunities. Alexa Bliss was never even there to even gain that rematch and even earn that title, earn that rematch all over again, and then just do the beat to clock challenge, all that stuff from this past week's episode of SmackDown to pick the stipulation. So Nikki Cross deserves better. And what I don't like, just to be open, is like they're only giving Nikki Cross some TV time just to have her do Alexa Bliss's bidding. What's up with that? She can't have her own matches? She's not that good of a competitor that you guys have to just just have her just be her little guinea pig or something like that. You know, it's just Nikki Cross deserves better than this. So she could be her own individual competitor. She's good enough, but maybe that'll be it. They end the friendship, and Nikki Cross gets no more TV time and no more matches. And then what's next? Who's going to be the next challenger for Bayley? That's my other question. But let's get to the next match, last man standing match against with Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley. I know it's just, again, you go through some of these matches, you already know who's gonna win, and just take these matches and win. Bobby Lashley isn't losing. This was really, they was going at it all over the ring. I really liked this match. It ended up being better than I thought it would be. I didn't think it would be all that good, and wouldn't last that long. But Braun Strowman ended up coming out as the last man standing. He did a little power slam at near the top of the stairwell to put down Bobby Lashley. And Bobby Lashley took him down a few times. The way he carried him into the stands, and he crushed into the stands into the ring, where the ring is. It was pretty cool to really see those. And so they was fighting all sorts all around the stadium. So that's what I really like about these last man standing matches. Having cameras in the back so we can be able to see everything that goes on. So that was that match. So this was like a triple threat. This next match was like a triple threat tag team match for the Smackdown Tag Team Championship, with Daniel Bryan and Rowan defending their titles against the New Day, the duo of New Day, the New Day's Xavier Woods and Vicky Langston, and taking on Heavy Machinery for this match. Yet another good match that I really enjoyed. But I really thought Daniel Bryan and Rowan was still gonna probably end up retaining. But I gotta say, I can't even complain. The New Day ends up becoming 6-time tag team champions. I'm not gonna do it though, but I like this, so it was nice to see that. So now all the New Day members have gold around their waist. So everybody's set for championship gold. So in this match, I was really excited to see Ricochet taking on AJ Styles one-on-one. I really liked this matchup, but AJ Styles didn't come out alone for this U.S. Championship title match. He had Luke Gallows and his buddies, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, out there to help him just win this match. So that's basically how he ended up winning, because they interfered. So Ricochet was going to probably go for the 630. I think that's what his finisher was called. He was going to go for it, but not Carl Anderson, but Luke Gallows ends up pulling his leg, and he ends up having to slip from the top rope, and he gets hit with the Styles Clash from the top rope to end the match. So AJ's now the new United States champion. So I don't think that was like a short title reign for Ricochet, but is he gonna get that title, that U.S. Championship back anytime soon? I don't really see it happening, because especially with the Bullet Club around, with Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson by AJ Styles' side, I don't think he's going to drop that title anytime soon. And I don't see Ricochet getting that title back anytime soon. Or maybe even any other titles. They're probably going to just give him the U.S. Championship and then just have him just lose all those matches, and he probably won't get any more other opportunities. He'll probably, even if he does, he probably won't even capitalize, and he probably won't have him win. Because the next pay-per-view that's coming up is SummerSlam, so I don't know what else is probably going to happen here, unless they get more people involved to compete for the United States Championship. Kevin Owens taking on Dolph Ziggler. I thought this match was canceled. Owens and Ziggler one-on-one. This was the shortest match of the show. Now let me tell you what happened. Owens hits Dolph Ziggler with a stunner. They did Ziggler just dirty in this, to be honest. Look, a stunner by Owens, and that was the end of the match. And then Kevin Owens just goes on the mic, I thought he was going to go on another tangent. I really thought he was. It was going to go off again. But I was hoping he did, but he didn't. But he just started bad-mouthing Shane McMahon, how he got tombstone, how people are tired of Shane McMahon, and this, that, and the other. So this already predicting it's probably going to be Owens and feuding with Shane McMahon, maybe Drew McIntyre and Elias pretty soon. So it's probably going to be Owens and Shane McMahon going, butting heads, and for the next episode on SmackDown Live, just bad-mouthing and stuff like that. So you can't talk to you that way. I'm running the show. I'm the owner of this company, and how he's the best in the world and stuff like that. So I'm sure that's probably going to be the next feud feud with Owens. But with Dolph Ziggler, what's his next move? He's just been losing every time. So he's probably going to go. He should just go to AEW. Probably shouldn't even be talking about that in this video. But anyway, that was it. That was just the whole match. That was just the shortest match of the show. For real. You don't even have to watch it. It's just you can just look down at your phone right here, send a text message. The match is over right away. Right after all the entrances is done. WWE Championship, Kofi Kingston. I basically already told you guys because all the New Day members have all gold around their waist. So obviously, Kofi Kingston ended up beating Samoa Joe. This match wasn't even all that long either, but it was still a decent match. But when is Samoa Joe gonna ever be a champion? What's gonna be his next championship? Will he ever be a WWE champion? I don't think they will let him win. I'm not sure. But let's get to the main event, and then I'll wrap it up here. Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch taking on Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans in a winners take all match, tag team match. It was a mixed tag team match between them. Rollins and Becky Lynch ended up retaining, so no more chances for Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans. But I gotta mention one thing. That ended days on Becky Lynch was unexpected. I didn't see that coming at all. Sure, they was beating each other up with kendo sticks here and there, but I didn't really see that coming at all. Ended days on Becky Lynch. But then once I saw that, I put the pieces together, and before I even get to the cash in, Becky Lynch was going to be out for a while because she just took an end of days from Baron Corbin, his finisher. So now Becky Lynch won't be able to help or save Rollins' championship from Brock Lesnar, because that'll give him a chance to make the match a one-on-one match with Seth Rollins. So he'll have him right where he wants him, and he'll be vulnerable because all the stipulations of an Extreme Rules match were kendo sticks, chair shots, and tables, and just the impacts, all these different impacts and different moves being exchanged, different blows and stuff like that. It just throughout the whole match, it leaves you a vulnerable champion. A vulnerable champion that you can take advantage, and it's the perfect cash in moment. So I already knew if he wasn't going to cash in tonight, I don't think he'll ever really cash in. We'll probably have to wait till SummerSlam. But this was the perfect night to come out with the cash in, especially after what Paul Heyman says when he came out there earlier in the show. He said, well, Brock Lesnar, his advocate, is definitely going to cash in tonight, guaranteed to cash in tonight on the WWE Championship or the WWE Universal Championship. So this was his match. He cashed in. So once Seth Rollins ended up, he cursed on Baron Corbin 3 times to cover him. He basically won the match, and then Brock Lesnar hits, and then the cash in. Seth Rollins tries to attack him. He gets hit with a suplex, and then one little suplex. He tries to get ready to do some little offense. Try to get ready for him, just stalking him, ready to get him with the F5, and that's all it took. He didn't even suplex him a few times. He did one suplex, and then the F5. That's it. He got the title. But that's basically the whole show. So I'm curious about everybody out there. Are you happy that Brock Lesnar is a champion again? I mean, I can definitely say that I'm sort of disappointed. I can say I'm disappointed to see that. Yeah, I don't want to see Brock Lesnar be a champion again, but that's cool. He has the title, and he cashed in. He won Money in the Bank, but he didn't even compete in the match. So he had the championship just right there and just waiting. All he had to do was just come out and cash it in, and he took advantage. That was his opportunity. But that's the beauty of the Money in the Bank contract. So you take advantage, you cash in on your opponent, and you can make the match anytime, anywhere, any place. I'm surprised he didn't even get involved in a match to make it a handicap to get. It could have been like a 2-on-2 versus 1, but he could have been going after everybody else in the match. He could have been suplexing everybody. Just to imagine. But he got the title. But I want him to be a champion. That's all I got to really say, from my opinion. At least. Okay, he's a champion again. Let's let him be a champion. Let's not him hold the belt hostage. Let's not have him skip shows, not show up to these shows and have be a defending champion, a fighting champion or something like that. He doesn't even have to be in matches on the show on Monday Night Raw as the Universal Champion. But let him have this dude just defend this, have this guy just defend his title and have him just be a fighting champion. and just come to these shows. He just, even if he's not even competing in a match, have him be a fighting champion, have him defend his title, not hold the belt hostage, and defend it whenever he wants to. Have him be a real champion. That was my issue from last time, from on the multiple times, the times that he held the belt for so long. It was like the belt was, the championship was in prison. It wasn't being defended. So I'm hoping that they do this with Brock Lesnar, have this guy defend the title, and be a fighting champion, be a real champion. So that's all I could really ask for from this, even with Brock Lesnar having a title all over again and making a cash in. And that's why I said this earlier this year from from WrestleMania when Seth Rollins became champion. When Brock Lesnar, when Brock Lesnar won the Money in the Bank contract, whenever he cashes in and whenever he gets this title, please have him defend the title and be a fighting champion. That's all I really want. I'm cool with him being the champion, but let's have him be a real champion. If he's gonna be a champion, have him just have matches and just be a defender, not just choose to just skip every show and not show it and just have a rare occurrence, or just he'll pop up and then he'll leave, or he'll show up next week, or he'll show up the week after, or the next week, or the next week, or the next week. That's all I really want. And maybe some of these other titles, like the Women's Tag Team Championships on the SmackDown division, can be defended. And I just want some of these other superstars to get their due. And that's why I like what Owens said from this past week's of SmackDown. When it felt like he was going in almost like CM Punk did. These superstars that just be in the back. You got all these superstars in the back, not getting opportunities. They not even having matches. Why are they in the company for? What are they in the company for if they're not competing? They may as well just go somewhere else where they're appreciated, where they have their talent showcased, and where they get chances. Even if they lose, give them a good match. Give them some kind of match or some kind of TV time. Don't have them just sit in the back and not have a match or any different ways of just competing, means of competing or anything like that. They may as well leave. Why did they even join the WWE? Why are they even in the company? Why are they even still there? They could just go somewhere else where their talent will be utilized, where they get opportunities and they'll have matches. But that's all I got to say. But thank you guys for watching for my Extreme Rules reactions. Let me know what you guys think about the results. Maybe you guys might be happy as Brock Lesnar as champion. No matter how you feel about that situation, he's got to be a champion. He can't just have the belt and just not go against people and have competitors. But let me know what you guys think if you guys get a chance to watch it. And the best match for me, I think the worst match was I think that Owens and Dolph Ziggler match was just pointless. It was just short. It shouldn't even been on the match card. Dolph Ziggler didn't even get a chance to do anything. It's just laughable. But the best match, they were all different. I wouldn't even be able to pick a best match because it was every other match outside of that was really good. And then the cash in, I think that was just my least favorite part. But let me know what you guys think about the show, and we'll just have to see what they do, and then we'll find out tomorrow, maybe on the show, and see what Brock Lesnar does, and maybe some other newer competitors will step up.